increasing number of public servants are lying about their qualifications, and that has prompted government to take a firm decision to crack down on the culprits. In a recent briefing to the National Assembly's Portfolio Committee, the Department of Public Service and Administration disclosed that 640 cases of fraud or misrepresentation of academic qualifications were uncovered during a verification process. The disclosure follows a raft of revelations in recent months about public figures who've been caught misrepresenting their academic qualifications. More than 40% unemployed South Africans are said to be desperate for work, and each vacant position is heavily contested. As a result, the falsification of qualifications and experience in South Africa stands at epidemic proportions. Now, we are joined from Pretoria by the media officer of the Department of Higher Education and Training, Khaye Nkwanyana. Very good morning to you, sir. Thank you for joining us.
Greetings to you and to the viewers.
Can you tell us where are we with this process of verification of qualification amongst civil servants especially?
Well, the process is underway. South African Qualifications Authority is leading that process. By this time, they are concluding a report to tell us exactly the percentage of the public servant that they've covered. I must say that also because the Minister of Higher Education and Training instructed them to start with his own department. There's strides also in terms of that. And we think that possibly they should, by the end of the year or so, having concluded so that we get a fuller account in terms of where we're faring in terms of the public servants who might be in the service of government without the required required qualifications. Yeah. So it's quite an intense and exhaustive process, but they are quite moving quite well in terms of that.
Last week we had one of our experts tell us that they believe 1 in 3 of every higher education qualification in South Africa is falsified. Do you believe at the department that it is this rife and that problematic?
Well, we may not be that definitive in terms, but the revelations that are coming quite across, they are quite a worry to us as Higher Education and Training Department. That's why the Minister instructed the department together with SACA to develop the National Register, where we will able to register, or you may call it, it's a blacklist, black book register, where all those who will be found to be having fake qualifications or who have misrepresented their qualifications in various areas will be listed. So that register will give us the totality, the total account of the severity of this particular practice. And the Minister has made a call even to the private sector that it can't be the government alone that is undertaking this exercise. Companies too must do a verification process, must audit the qualification of their employees, starting at an executive level up to the bottom level, so that we have a total picture, a fuller account of the sketch of this in this country, so that we deal with it decisively, because we have a responsibility to protect the integrity of our qualifications, the integrity of our post-school education qualification in this country, their prestige in terms of their international standards. So we will have that fuller account of the deep-seatedness of this. Once we complete that register, we start to have submissions coming from different companies, government institutions, statutory bodies submitting those names of people who are in possession of this fake qualification. So I must say that in addition to that, we are also on a serious fight against bogus colleges in this country, which are a contributory factor to this, because some of the people enrolled to these colleges, to these private institutions, without knowing that they are actually providing fake qualifications. So by the end of the process, after 3 years or 2 years, they realize that they're in possession of what is not recognized. So it's a total package of our fight in terms of dealing with this thing as a national problem.
I thank you for clearing it up for us today and telling us what will be happening with fake qualifications across the public service here in South Africa. That was the spokesperson for the Department of Higher Education and Training, Khaye Nkwanyana, talking to us live from Pretoria. Let's take a